solve? Subtract 21, subtract 21. So what does m equal? 12. Thumbs up if you got m equals 12 on number 1. Good. Kylie, number 2, what'd you do? Or next one. Add 5, add 5. So Kylie, what did you get a to equal? Give me a thumbs up if you got a equals negative 7.
Do we have to write a?
Yes, you will have to. Landon, are you checking this with us? Please stay on task. Shia, what do you do on number 5?
Divide by 5.
Good. So these two are multiplied. So the opposite would be to divide. What'd you get?
Negative 15.
Negative 15. Thumbs up if you got f equals negative 15. Okay. Wyatt, what'd you do on number 6?
Did the thing? Or you asking me? This thing?
Okay. So what operation are b and 15 right now? What operation are b and 15 right now? Divide. So what's the opposite? So I would multiply by 15. Multiply by 15. So b equals what? Sam? 225. Yes. Okay. Joe, what's the first thing you would do on number 7? Subtract 5. Subtract 5. So you get what over here, Joe? Equals what? Good. This made my 0 pair. And my last step, Tessa? Divide by 4. So what did you get p to equal? 3.5. Thumbs up if you got 3.5. Okay. Lachlan, what's the first thing I do at number 8?
Distribute.
Yep. So that when I distribute, what would I get?
You get 3n minus 21.
Good. And what would be my next step, Dylan?
I want 8.
Yep. We distributed and now we.
Do plus 21 plus 21.
Good. Add
You
20.
get negative 9.
Okay, stop there. Negative 9 equals 3n. So my last step would be to do what, Landon?
Divide by
Divide by 3. So what does n equal? Negative 3. Good. Thumbs up. You got that. Okay, a couple people erasing. That's okay. Fix it.
Let me do.
Number 9. Cameron has 11 adult fantail goldfish. This is 7 fewer fantail goldfish than his friend Julia. Write and solve a subtraction equation to determine the number of fantail goldfish Julia has. So what's the total that we're given here?
You don't. Wait.
We have one total.
Yeah.
What's the total that we're given? 11, because we know Cameron has a total of 11, right? Okay, how many does Julia have, Corbin?
G.
Corbin?
I wrote it addition. It
Okay,
said
so how many-
subtraction. Bot.
How many goldfish does Julia have? 7 fewer than who?
Yeah.
Okay. No, Cameron has 7 fewer than Julia.
Oh.
So how many goldfish does Julia have?
Hey, I'm a group.
Do we know? Does it tell us in the story problem?
No.
So what do you write when you don't know?
X.
Okay, so they saw
G.
G in our case. How do you write 7 fewer than that, Corbin? Minus 7.
I put plus 7.
Okay. So in Riel, if I have G minus 7, how do I get rid of the minus 7? Plus 7. So what's 11 plus 7?
Are you asking me?
Yes.
Oh, 18.
So how many goldfish does she have? 18 goldfish. Thumbs up if that's what you got.
18.
Fantail
18
goldfish.
fans held goldfish, yes. That's a lot of goldfish. So Corbin, did you get 18 when you did it? Yes.
I did what Corbin did too. But then I finally found that it was a subtraction.
Okay, so then the last one has kind of been similar to what we've been doing lately.
Not common.
So it says the pentagon shown is a regular pentagon, which means all of the sides have the same length. So if this side is x minus 1.5, this side is also
X.
X minus 1.5. This one is also,
X minus 1.5.
and this one, and this one. Okay, so that just means that all the sides are the same length. So, if I have one side that is x minus 1.5, how many sides on a pentagon do I have?
5.
So I essentially have 5 groups of that, right?
Yeah.
And that gives me my perimeter, which is
22.5 centimeters.
good. So the first thing to solve would be to do what, Joe? Distribute. So tell me what I would get. Five times x would give me, and then 5 times negative 1.5 would give me negative 7.5, and that still equals 22.5. So then I would do what, Wyatt? What? No. So it's 5x minus 7.5, so we got to get rid of the minus 7.5.
Oh.
Add 7.5. So I'd get 5x equals 22.5 plus 7.5 is 30. Oh, sorry, I'm not done yet.
Not done yet.
What's the last thing I have to do?
Divide 30 by 5.
Divide by 5, divide by 5, so x equals
Gonna circle
6.
that problem.
I thought it actually a little bit of help.
Okay, questions on that
No.
one? Okay. Alright, I'm going, Rob charges $5 per hour to mow his lawns plus $8 for gas. Sarah charges $21 per hour. How many hours must they mow in order to be equal, and it should say cost?
We are to be
Equal cost. Okay?
What?
So, first of all, we have 2 different people that we're talking about, right? We have Rob
Oh, that should be.
and we have Sarah, right?
Sahara.
Okay, so what does Rob charge for mowing?
$5 per hour.
Okay, so how many hours is he going to mow?
You don't. Wait.
We don't know.
He charges $5 per hour, and how many hours is he mowing?
I don't.
X.
X, we don't know, right? Is that the only thing he charges?
No, it's $8. Yeah.
Plus $8 for gas. Is it $8 per hour or just $8?
Just $8.
It's just $8, okay? Now, Sarah, what does she charge?
$21 per hour.
$21 per hour. Do we know how many hours?
Nope.
So X. Now, the tricky thing, or something that's been different, I guess, is what it says, how many hours must they mow in order to be equal cost? So what am I going to do with these now?
Keep going up till they match.
Well, okay, let's think of it this way. To be equal cost. So what does equal mean?
Equivalent.
They have to be equal, right?
Keep
Oh,
going up.
So you, yeah, so you set Rob's fees equal to Sarah's fees, right?
Yeah, but
Now, this looks a little bit different than what we've probably been used to, because we've been used to numbers on both sides. Do I have numbers or variables on both sides? Variables. So this time, what do you think I'm going to do to get my variables to one side?
the community, the associated.
No.
One of the properties.
No, it's going to be just like we normally would. So if I have a positive 5x over here, how do I get rid of it?
Negative.
Negative 5x. Okay? Negative 5x. So if I have, this would give me my 0 pair, right? And I'd still have 8 equals, if I have 21 x's and I take away 5 x's, how many would I be left with?
16.
16 x's. So now I'm going to rewrite it over here. So now I have 16x equals 8. Divided by what?
Divide by 16.
You divide by 16 because that's with the variable. So if I have 8 things and divide it by 16, I would get x equals a half. It's not 2.
That'd be 16 divided by 8.
8's on top, so it's 8 first. So half an hour, and then they would be equal. So if they both mowed for half an hour, their prices would be the same. Okay?
Wait, what's 21 divided by 2?